Guys, how you doing? My name's Tommy, and this is the Gallery Backyard Barbecue. Tonight's show, we're going to do a couple lobster tails. We're going to do a crab Imperial stuffing on top. We're going to do a ribeye steak. This is a Patreon member requested dish. Mr. Michael Rogers, this one is for you.
Alright everybody, my name is Tommy and this is the Gallery Backyard Barbecue, and today's cook is Zoom inspired. These are some Patreon members. This is a tier in my Patreon account, so you definitely want to check that out down below. And also this is a Crowd Cow inspired cook. I got some $25 off Crowd Cow coupons for everyone, so check that out down below and pick yourself up some tails, steak, brisket, whatever. Also hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. The more people that do that, the more perks like those coupons I'll be getting. Oh yeah. Alright, first up, let's talk about some crab Imperial. This is a big 80s dish. This is like a crab cake, a crab stuffing that's to die for, right? I'm rolling up the ingredients on the screen, and also these ingredients will be down below. Get yourself one egg, crack it, whip it up, and you're going to mix it in with the ingredients that you see up on the screen. Very, very simple to make and through the roof with flavor. Get yourself 2 little packets of that Ritz crackers, right? And you want to crush those up in a baggie, of course. Have yourself 2 tablespoons of melted butter ready, because you want to get those Ritz crackers in the butter to kind of soak up all that goodness. And you see Molly up there on the top left, waiting for any type of cracker crumb that may fall. Now, if you see the butter wasn't enough, you can add another tablespoon just to make sure you get those crackers moist. Get yourself 1 pound of lump crab meat. Oh man, that's good. You definitely want to use lump, not claw. If you can find the lump, grab it. Alrighty, from here what you want to do is get those cracker crumbs and put them on top of your mixture there. Get your 1 pound of lump crab meat and just kind of put it on top. You want to break it apart a little bit. You do not want to mix this in, you want to fold it in. By mixing it in, you will cause some of those lumps to de-lump, I guess you could say, right? So just kind of fold it in. That's what you want to do here. There you go. Oh, man. And let me tell you something, this Imperial is to die for. That is good stuff. And there you see my little Crowd Cow tails. I believe these are 8-ounce tails. But first off, there's my Uncle Steve's Shake, my cow powder. This stuff is awesome. I'll leave links down below for this stuff. You can, you can send him a message and he'll even send you out some Gallery Backyard Barbecue labeled cow powder, I do believe. You see I got my pan nice and hot on the right, ready for that steak, but before we do that, we want to crack those tails, and there's 2 ways to do it. You could push down with the knife, and I usually do that on a bigger tail, but on these smaller 8-ounce tails, A pair of kitchen shears will do just fine. You want to separate the meat from the shell. And just kind of crack the shell or fold the shell in and just kind of top it like that. There you go. That's no big deal. Oh, yeah. Now I have one of those hot plates that are going to go in my pit. I got information from Amazon on these. If you don't have one, you definitely want to pick one up, as they are useful for many kitchen tasks. Basically, grab yourself a handful of that lump crab meat and just put it on top of the lobster meat. The more you get on top, the better, of course. Oh man. There you go. Now you wouldn't want to put these right on the grate, as they tip over or something. You're just going to make a mess. So you want everything right on that hot plate right there. And now look, I got my pit at 450 Fahrenheit. I'm going to brown these. I'm thinking maybe 15 minutes or so. And look, that's some crab Imperial in a little dish right there. I'll put a little butter on top. And I'm also going to crush some crackers on top and put that in the pit. And that is, wow, man. That is what you would call an appy from heaven right there. That is good stuff. Alrighty, I got my cast iron skillet up and over 500 Fahrenheit. So we'll place our steak down, and we're looking at about 4 or 5 minutes aside. That should get us to that medium rare. This is about an inch and a quarter steak. Oh man, you see we got a nice char on that steak. That is exactly what you're looking for. Look, at this point, what I want to do is I'm just going to put this in the pit for a couple, maybe 2-3 minutes, just to kind of cook that inside to finish these off, as my tails are almost done. Oh, man. Oh, we're right about there, right about 120 to 123 Fahrenheit, and we'll get our tails off at this point. And that was about 15 to 16, 17 minutes in the pit. Again, you could pick these tails up at Crowd Cow. I think you could get 4 of them for about $44 minus the $25 coupon. And you can copy make this recipe right here. That is some buttery goodness right there, trust me. Of course, I got one, a lobster tail that does not want to cooperate and wants to tip over. Now, I do have Molly in the house and my wife in the house also waiting to eat. So I'm just going to lay this out on the board. There will be no taste test live on camera today. You can just take my word that this is a 10 out of 10 cook. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. You can make a butter sauce. You could melt some butter on top of that steak, maybe some garlic butter. Maybe put some garlic butter on the steak and the lobster tails if you wish. But this is a treat for the, definitely a treat for anyone that wants to make. And look, I'm going to roll out of this cook. I'm going to roll my Patreon members on the board. You can get information down below. You can support the show that way. You can support the show by just watching the show. You can support the show by picking up some merch, some t-shirts. There's many ways to support the show, and I appreciate them all. And if you like this Masterbuilt video, I'm going to stick a couple more here. You check those out, and I will see you soon.